Okay, you got Sun and Drive here. DJ Shay checking on in with co-host extraordinaire Joe Johnson. Just on the topic of events, this weekend there's a massive event featuring a Tritonal trance act, which consists of two DJs. Now on the phone, joining me from a far distant country is Dave. How are you, Dave?
Oh, it's actually Chad.
Oh, it's Chad. Where's Dave today?
No worries at all. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Been in the studio all day with Dave, actually.
Yes.
And just getting ready for the big show this weekend. We fly out early Thursday morning here stateside, and should arrive in Auckland early Saturday.
Very nice.
We're excited about the show, and hopefully we'll see some lovely fans out.
Oh, look,
a good night.
There's going to be no doubt about that. Whereabouts are you right now, Chad?
I'm actually in Austin, Texas, the southern states in the lower 45th. But it's good. It's a good, scene here in Texas. It's growing rapidly, and United States isn't really known for a trance country. That said, we're looking to change that. So things are happening here. It's good.
I know. I tell you, we've got to start off small and get large. What time is it over there?
It's actually getting closer to, it's 10:15 at night, so you're catching me right before I wrap up my day and hopefully get a bit of shut-eye tonight before...
Nice.
We actually play, it's going to be quite a hectic schedule, man. We have a show in another city in Texas tomorrow night, and we're going to play till probably 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we're going to have to drive almost 2 hours back to Austin to catch the 6:50 a.m. flight. That'll,
I tell you what, looking at your schedule though, you've got quite a hefty schedule. Perth, after Auckland, back to Texas, Miami, then Texas again. How is it on the road touring like that?
It's good, and the main thing is that you take care of yourself and your body. Obviously, sleep's a big deal. Dave and I like to keep things professional on the road. This is our careers, and as such, we take it very seriously. We like to deliver our A game, so usually won't catch us partying too hard at any one of our gigs. We do like to have a good time, but at the same time, we gotta be aware that the most important part of music a lot of times happens in the studio, and so gotta get back and work on tracks, and we can't do that if we're all out of our minds.
No, I agree totally with you. So there is a double duo behind the decks and in the production. What's it like working together?
It was a bit of just kind of trial and error at first. Obviously, music's a very personal thing, so you have to learn to trust one another, and that's something that Dave and I we've grown really close, not only as production partners, but also as friends, and being able to trust one another's instincts has been a real key to our success. I like to say that we finish each other's musical sentences. I have no qualms with him going off on a tangent and taking an idea to its fullest to see if it could be magic, and that's really where the beauty happens, is when you can trust one another to really develop something cool.
Now looking at your
it's been a blessing.
Looking at your MySpace and just reading reviews and things and bits and pieces. Now you guys actually never really knew each other before Tritonal, is that correct? And how did, in fact, I know that's correct. How did you guys meet, for the listeners out there?
For all the listeners out there, we met online, actually discussing sound design techniques on the Virus TI forum, which is a big synthesizer. So we met online. We started coordinating through IM, chatting online, and pretty soon he was all the way down here from Washington, D.C. to work on a remix that I was cooking up for Baroque Records. And we saw some magic happen, and he committed to the move, and the rest is history, man. We've been going at it for almost 2 years now, and we've had some nice success. So we're really happy with the way things are going.
All I can say is you crazy buggers. How did you get the name Tritonal, or what does it mean?
Tritonal, it comes from a tritone, which is a diminished fifth, or augmented fourth. It's a chord in theory, and we took that tritone and put AL on the end, and Wikipedia, the name Tritonal is actually a bomb. It's 80% hydrogen, so that really stuck with us. We wanted our music to be explosive. Also, it correlates with a musical term. It's catchy, it's fresh, and so when we came across the name we loved it. And, you know, it just didn't happen overnight. We spent like 2 weeks hashing out all kinds of crazy alias names, you know, many of them which were just horrible.
Do you have any other aliases, or is it just that one name?
Just that right now. You know, in this age, there's so many artists out there. We really think it's important to focus your attentions on something if you want to build that fan base and that repertoire of work. So, stuck with one. Who knows? You know, we may branch out in the future, but for right now, we're really trying to build that Tritonal name as a brand, you know, as a brand of its own.
Oh, absolutely good. Now, according to your MySpace, it says that you are at the forefront of the trance scene. What does that mean to you?
You know, what that means is that we are producing music which we feel is on the cutting edge envelope. You know, trance today encompasses all different styles from classical to techno, minimal, house, progressive. It's all there. I mean, so many guys are incorporating so many styles, and what we mean by that is that, you know, we're looking to take from the past but also develop the future.
Now, on the topic of one of your latest releases, Kiss Me, featuring Christine Soto, what was the thought and production process that goes into such a massive tune like this?
Well, it was quite a process. Obviously, we started with the basic piano. We wanted to build it out from there. A lot of influences from that track came from Dash Berlin's Man on the Run with Jarin.
Yeah.
And, you know, what ended up happening is we just worked on the beats and the structure, and we wanted it to be able to be real pretty in the breakdown section, but also be able to light a dance floor on fire. And that's where the really groovy, techie, the techie stuff comes from. So it was quite a process, man. It took like, 3 weeks after vocals and edits, and we reworked that thing time and time again. So
I'll tell you what, and it turned out to be a whomping big tune as well. Has it always been trance for you guys, or have you branched out into any other genres?
Yeah, you know, Dave and I come from a little bit different musical backgrounds, both coming from dance music, but me and myself have a little more roots in the progressive and house tip. Used to love the deep stuff, you know, Sasha, Sander Kleinenberg, some of the guys that were doing stuff, you know, back in the heyday, which was considered, I guess, trance, but more progressive. And, you know, Dave came from more of a full-on kind of a trance background. So when we merge, you know, what we like to do is we like to have solid grooves that can rock a floor, but at the same time, you know, keep it intelligent and somewhat uplifting. So that's become a little bit of what our sound is, and we're still developing that. It's always changing. You know what I mean? We don't really like to stick in one place for too long. We're artists, and as such, we like to try new things, keep it fresh and interesting.
Now, I'll tell you, with you know, such a busy schedule, do you actually get sick of each other on the road, or, you know, when you're in production and stuff like that?
You know, I'm sure we will, and we probably have in the past. If that happens, you know, it's just good to keep the relationship healthy. A lot of that comes from communication. We both work out, you know, get rid of some of that stress and anxiety, and, you know, we both have really good support systems. You know, I have a wonderful wife, and, you know, both have wonderful families, so, you know, we got a strong base, and if we get sick of each other and get into a bit of a squabble, usually we're able to rectify that and work through it like friends would.
Very nice. Who out of the two of you would be most likely to wear mismatched socks?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand the question.
Who out of the two of you would be most likely to wear mismatched socks?
Definitely Dave, man. Not on that.
What other bad habits has he got?
Definitely Dave. You know, sometimes the laundry situation can get a little hectic. You know, who knows, man? One could be pink, the other one neon green.
Oh, that is awesome. Now, who do you see as the movers and shakers in the trance scene other than yourselves?
Oh, man, so many guys to name. One that comes to mind straight off the bat that's making a huge come-up is Gareth Emery. Guys jumped up the poles like a crazy man. His tracks are on fire. Obviously, we got to give props to the guys who are, you know, supporting our stuff. We absolutely love Ferry Corsten, Above and Beyond, and Armin. But guys that are doing it on production tips that, you know, necessarily aren't in the top 10.
Yes.
Look for Cosmic Gate. You got to look at Mine and Shane 54, First State. The production that those guys are putting out is, in my opinion, some of the best stuff in dance music, period, fusing all sorts of styles. Absolutely, you know, light the floor up, and we just get so excited about the tracks that those guys are putting out right now. So,
look, I tell you what, you've actually hit the nail on a number of heads there, and I can absolutely hear your passion. Are you excited about coming down to NZ? Have you been here before?
We've never been there. We're absolutely stoked to get down there. We hope that anybody listening, if you're in the area, you'll come check us out. We deliver a lot of energy. We got some brand new tracks that we're going to drop that night. So, you know, come on down, check us out. We promise we'll give it all we got.
Well, I tell you what, New Zealand crowds are definitely renowned to being quite receptive across all genres. So I think that you're going to be treated quite nicely. Now, now I'll tell you what, you know, if there was only one tritonal tune which you could listen to for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, tough question, man. You absolutely hit it on the head. I think just from a listening perspective, something that I haven't gotten sick of over and over and over would have to be Piercing Quiet with Christina Soto. It's really catchy. It doesn't really, you know, it's not so aggressive that it rubs you wrong after, you know, 4 or 5 listens. And you can listen to it at a quiet volume and still get that melody, you know, in your head. That na na yeah yeah yeah.
Oh, I love your style. Hey, now just a couple of 2 more quick questions for you there, sir. Where can someone, if they want to have a little listen, you know, you've created a little bit of curiosity, they want to find out a little bit more, maybe have a little bit of a listen to a couple of your tracks. Where can they check you out?
You know, real easy. www.myspace.com/Tritonal Music, and at beatport.com. Just search Tritonal in the artist bar. We have our own page there. You can also hit us up on Facebook. We got most of our tunes on there as well, and at our website, tritonalmusic.com. So, you know, we try to keep our stuff updated as much as possible, and so that way our fans can, you know, not get sick of the same old stuff.
Look, I tell you, you're all over it there, Chad. Now, have you found out what time your set is on Saturday night?
You know, I don't quite know. The itinerary just got sent over, I would guess, though, I don't want to make a bad guess, though. How about this? If you're a fan out there and you're listening, you want to know what time we go on, I will promise to post the blog as soon as I get the itinerary tonight. Very
good. Hey, look, Chad, thank you very much for your time here on Up FM. I really look forward to seeing you this Saturday night at Oxygen, and I look forward to shaking your hand there, sir.
No doubt, no doubt. Thank you so much for the time, and we want to go ahead and thank all the fans out there for the love and support. We would not be where we are without you guys. Thank you so much. We hope to see you out.
Lovely, lovely. I'll leave you there, sir. You have a wonderful evening and a good sleep.
Okay, cheers.
Lovely. Hey. There we go. That was Chad from Tritonal. They are headlining. Oxygen, of course, is happening at Studio, which is on K Road.